In TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lucy, 380. 372. Hank. 386.
On second down, here's Bortles. Caught.
380.
Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
A bit more muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call it Boney Tony. But Ben Roethlisberger calls it my number 1 target.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. These two teams had not one but 2 memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big, and then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their 3rd AFC Championship game in franchise history. I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Roethlisberger looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. On first down, Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. 11B. 372.
Bortles to throw on second down. Guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
66.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
44.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he rifles one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? On third and goal, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run to Yeldon, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Hank. Lucy.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Let's go. Hey, hold it.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Buying time to his left. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Take both of them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go now.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Omaha. Hank. Lucy.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Go right. Here we go. Move.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bortles going to throw. the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here we go. Hurry up, let's go. Snickers. Snickers.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Snickers, you gotta spin.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Back now in Jacksonville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trick play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Let's go. Hank. Lucy.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. It's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Mike 39, Lucy.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A first down carry down for Yeldon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hank.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles looking deep downfield. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
11.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Green 80. Hank. 11.
Bortles now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Lucy. 372.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Bortles now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
11. Lucy.
Now Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
372. 372.
Bortles to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. And 54, Ricky.
To throw is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And Lambeau will put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's back to throw. 20. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
Both of them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Lucy.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9.